Hello, my name is Caroline Poynton from Bury, Manchester. I am recording this from Dan, outspoken from Dan Watts today. It's because the main reason is shame on him. Shame on Bob Dylan or whatever his freaking name is, because I tell you what, whatever his name is, take them fake dreadlocks off his hair, out of his hair, because I tell you what, he's trying to imitate Bob Marley, Damien Martin and Stephen Martin. Cheap imitation, so he is. Fuck does he think he is? Bob Marley will be fuming about what he's saying. And Damien Martin and Stephen Martin. Fuming, mate. Fuming. Get off. Don't care. You'd be banned. Bob Marley will batter you if he was here. For doing that.
They are dangerous, they are evil, they're wicked, and they need to be silenced.
Your
They need to be shut
father.
down. From this
How
bit, you
dare
cannot
he?
engage with evil. We need to crush it, and that means removing their platforms, removing them, kicking them out of Parliament. We need to drain the swamp.
This weekend, though, was completely destroyed in so many ways emotionally by the completely deranged and vile reaction by the British left to the political assassination of Charlie Kirk, an event that I know has impacted Brits in ways that I think a lot of people didn't expect.
No, and Stephen
Now, we're going
Martin
to
and
get
David Marley.
reaction very
And Bob Marley
shortly
won't be
from
very
Father
happy at
Calvin
him doing
Robinson,
that.
who was, of course, a good
Yeah,
friend
no,
of Charlie Kirk and had worked with him a lot
because Bob Marley
in
was
the
Christian.
US over the past few years. And I know this is going to be painful for Father Calvin to watch, but I think we have to lean in to just how horrendous the left have been, because we have to understand that there is not only a mental illness, but an evil that runs through these people who are truly violent.
Yeah.
And truly people who celebrate death of their enemies. And one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen, and I know some people will think I'm
imitate Bob
exaggerating, but
Marley
genuinely I
and
was
Damien Martin and
so
things. I'm not happy with that.
horrified by
The fuck
this.
do you think he is?
Was Bob Dylan,
Yeah, I'm
that
not
hard
happy.
left
He's trying to
lunatic who is
imitate
now banned from
Damien
the US,
Martin,
on
Stephen
stage,
Marley,
not only
and Bob
celebrating
Marley.
the death
I'm not happy
of
with that.
Charlie Kirk, but suggesting
I
that
don't think
this
Bob
will
Marley's
come
happy with
to
that either.
others who share his opinion.
Cheap,
What?
shitey invitation. Make yeah, shit. Fuck off. You never be Bob Marley. He's trying to imitate Bob Marley, man, and Damien Martin and Stephen Marley. You'll never be none of them, me. Never. He will never be like Bob Marley. You chat shit, you fucking shite. You'd be banned. Bob Marley would not accept that. He would not. Bob Marley wouldn't accept that.
Father Calvin, look, I'm a free speech absolutist, but he will be judged.
Yeah.
That man will be judged.
And I'm judging him, mate. You should get off that stage and do not imitate Bob Marley.
When I started this work,
try to look like Bob Marley, imitate Bob Marley in a
TV
bad
and radio
way.
And great platforms like yours, I used to say things like, I can remember saying it many times, the left think we are evil, but we just think they're wrong.
Yeah, I think he's wrong when doing that.
No, we were wrong all
because people that love Bob Marley,
this is evil.
Like me,
we saw a good
I think
man
that's
die,
fucking disgusting of him.
A father, a husband, someone who is a patriot,
Yeah,
who cares
that young man died. And Bob Marley would not be shouting that on the stage about a young man
all of us to the core, because
dying.
we're human beings, right? We have this thing called empathy, if not sympathy.
I was going to say.
For the lives of other people, because we're all,
and he's doing that.
Life is sacred. So for people to see someone die,
trying to look like Stephen Damien Marley and Bob Marley's sons and Bob Marley and stuff, that's shame on him.
And everyone can see it now. And so we're seeing these lefty loonies celebrating the death of a good man, and we're seeing how prevalent evil is within our society. We're seeing the demons within people.
He looks like a demon, but no, I'm
and
not
so
having that, mate.
Back. We are fighting.
You're not Bob Marley, mate.
Truth all day, every day.
No way, no.
Evil with goodness. And you know what? I'm not a free speech absolutist. I believe in free speech for the purpose of proclaiming the gospel. But these people who have embraced cancel culture. They've cancelled us for speaking the truth for so long, whether it's over COVID or the trans issue or whatever. It's time for us to embrace cancel culture. We cancel them for being wicked, for being evil.
Yeah.
That person should not have a platform. He should not be on stage saying,
and he should be trying to imitate Bob Marley like that, mate.
He should not have a platform to do
No,
that.
he shouldn't be trying to imitate Bob Marley, Damien Martin and Stephen Marley like that. Who the fuck does he think he is? I'm fucking fuming.
How dark can you be to meet someone?
And I want to come to that actually, that guy, because Calvin, there's more evidence of him over the weekend inciting violence again. So we will come to that.
Okay.
But first, I just want to show you how Bob Villain responded, because we all just saw what he said. And this is the other thing about the left. They will literally tell you white is black to save their ass and to stop themselves from being locked up.
Yeah,
but of course, when it's Graham Linehan, no one cares. When it's Lucy Connolly, no one cares. But when it's Bob Villain, he gets away with it. Watch this.
No.
If you're enjoying what we're doing here on Outspoken, please consider joining our thriving community over on Substack, www.outspoken.live. You can sign up completely for free, but Substack is so important to me. It is a free speech platform. It protects me from big tech cancellation. Plus, you get to communicate directly.
I've seen people with dreadlocks and things before.
Outspoken.live.
I know a man from my side that has dreadlocks and he's nothing like that.
Yeah, real
he
quick.
is nothing like you, mate. I know a black man with proper dreadlocks from my side, mate, and he is nothing like you.
At no point
absolutely
did we celebrate
nothing.
Charlie Kirk's death.
The person I know from my side is a very good man, and he is nothing like you.
If it was,
I don't care,
find me
mate.
a quote,
You
go find me something that proves that we were celebrating
No,
his
mate.
death.
You don't celebrate
You're not
anybody's
gonna
death,
find
mate.
Because it didn't happen. What did happen is one reporter that bought their ticket online came with the sole purpose of finding something to report, and after I called him a piece of shit and we played a song, they have written that up as a celebration. Not a celebration, isn't a celebration, wasn't a celebration.
Yeah, you was.
Calm down.
You calm
So
down, get off stage.
With us too, a PR expert.
Don't ever go back on that stage, you
I mean, Lauren, he is lying.
Yeah.
He is literally
lying.
Sitting there, barefaced lying.
So he's trying to say people like Bob Marley are liars, mate.
That would have been one of his fans. Everyone
he's trying to say other men that have got dreadlocks and things
that's
are
just
liars.
Absolute rubbish. He
And
is
all
totally
bad like him.
gaslighting
Yeah.
everyone.
Well,
And
no. But I know Bob Marley, shock horror on him.
Talentless
Bob Marley would be
twit
so...
says
He'd
the
be
most
annoyed at
foreign
you to
things
do that, mate.
to
Shame
stir
on
up
you.
interest or
Shame
hate.
on
It's
him.
disgusting.
I was
Now,
going to
I
say
do
shame on
believe in
him.
free speech.
To make it
And I
like
don't
other
believe we
people
should
like
cherry-pick
dreadlocks
who
and
must
things
have
copy
it.
the same
But
people.
I do believe
No.
that we really all need to tighten our reins as to what is exceptional. Because there's two-tier media, there's two-tier policing. And it is absolutely
It's not
wrong
acceptable.
that someone is going around
It's like
inciting hatred like this. And let's be honest,
I don't
he
care
wouldn't be doing
what colour
it
and
if
race
Charlie
somebody
Kirk
is. That's
wasn't
just
a
not
white
right.
Christian man.
And then,
100%. I mean,
right, he's
what
imitating
Father Calvin was
other
saying is
people.
true. If this were someone on the right
And I don't
speaking
like
in that
that.
way about
Don't
someone,
really
they
imitate
would be in
somebody
jail.
else.
I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. They
And,
would be in custody right now. But Father Calvin,
because
you
then
mentioned the
everybody
situation
think
at
that
Oxford
that
University.
they're
So
the
I
same.
wanted to show you
No,
this.
Bob
Father
Marley
Calvin. So
was
this is
never the
obviously
same as that
the
type of
incoming
man.
president of the Oxford Union, a horrible
And Bob
man
Marley was a
called
Christian
George
good man.
Aberoni, who
I don't know what that was.
So he debated Charlie Kirk, was completely owned by Charlie Kirk, and then celebrated the assassination of
And then
Charlie Kirk. But what shocked me, Father Calvin,
They don't want to bring the colour and race bit in me because I'm sick of it.
Watch his
I don't like Bob
previous
Marley.
speech at the Oxford
I've
Union,
grown up
where
with
he
Bob
also
Marley
incited
and Damien
violence.
Martin and everything.
And
And what is he going to say? Is he going to be laughing at Damien Martin that because it's not Bob Marley's son? You're laughing at that now, mate. And you're going to laugh at that one? Is he going to laugh at Damien Martin?
The view that some
Hiya.
institutions are too
Is
broken,
he going to laugh at that
too
one?
aggressive, too oppressive to be reformed. Like cancers of our society, they must and they should be
Seems to
taken out by
realise
any
after
means
all these
necessary.
years, God bless you, Damien
By
Martin,
any
to realise
means
that all these years that
necessary,
Bob Marley's not
Father
his
Calvin.
dad.
This
Is
is
he
now
laughing at
not
that?
a
Are they laughing
one-off,
at that one?
is it? The Oxford Union
Was he laughing
has
at the
an
Queen
incoming
dying?
president who clearly believes in political
Are they going to laugh when
violence
King Charles passes
against
away?
his enemies.
Are they going to laugh when Joe Biden
Despicable.
passes
Absolutely
away?
despicable. I have an email in my inbox right now from the Oxford Union inviting me to speak on "This House believes that the sun should never be set on the British Empire," something I strongly believe in, and something I would love to talk
And I
about.
like
but
this
will not
one
be
as
going-
well.
I will not be
I
accepting
have
invitation.
watched you for a long time,
Despicable
Father Calvin,
organisation.
and I like his
The
way.
fact that he's said this on multiple occasions,
I mean, I know
but
he's
also the fact that they
not
backed him up.
be
And
it,
the
you know,
last statement they
but
put
I
out,
like the way you
which I don't
normally
know if you
says
have,
things because he's fun
says
with it.
something
He's
along the
not
lines of, "Oh, the racist abuse that
a
he's been
very
facing." No,
serious,
don't try and
serious,
tribally. Don't try
but
and
he's very
play things
serious.
out.
But
No,
This
she
I know
never
what I
asked
mean.
the victim.
having there in his jogging bottoms and his Ugg
Yeah.
boots while he's trying to debate someone in that prestigious house, in that prestigious union, is first and foremost his attitude is
I
all
mean, all
wrong.
of them
But
can
secondly,
go
when
in
you
the bin.
meet someone, it doesn't matter how much you disagree with them, you should be able to see them as a person. And so if they die, you should commemorate that. You should memorialize that. You don't celebrate that. How dark are these people?
Yeah, you don't
So he should be set
celebrate
down,
death.
and which is the terminology in Oxford University. He should be kicked out of the university. He should not be studying.
No,
I mean, he's a
Bob Marley
diversity
would not
hire
be
in the
doing
first
that.
place. He got
That's what I'm
ABB,
saying
for
to
goodness
you.
sake. He shouldn't be at
Bob
Oxford
Marley
University.
never
But
would
because
be
he's got a
celebrating
Ireland account,
somebody's
he's allowed
death.
in, even though he's not clever enough to be there.
And
After
to
this, he should
imitate,
be gone.
to look like
Yeah,
Bob
look at
Marley,
him.
imitate
Look at him.
Bob Marley's look.
Scruff arse.
And
Just
also,
And to say
Scruff
that,
arse.
totally owned,
he should be
totally
ashamed
owned.
of himself to do that.
There's also been something very
Shame on
despicable
him to do that.
from Alistair
No, shame.
Campbell over the
No, I
weekend,
wanna
who
make it
made
clear.
this claim about Charlie
Shame.
Kirk. But first, in today's digital world, your online freedom and safety have never been more under threat, whether it's state overreach, tracking by big tech,
Do not
or cyber
imitate
criminals
Bob
lurking
Marley
on
and do
public
that.
Wi-Fi. Indeed,
Fuck
in
you
the
think
UK,
now, man.
just this week, we've now seen many popular sites and important content, even my news reporting here on Outspoken, even important speeches in the House of Commons, censored entirely because of the government's so-called new Online Safety Act.
And I am using
You
Bob
will have heard, I'm
Marley,
sure, in
yeah,
this
because
discussion, lots of
he
people saying you need to get a
is the one
VPN
that
to protect yourself and
you know,
still
he's
access all your favourite
proper
content. Well, guess what? I
that's a
have
very
the
person,
perfect
proper Jamaican
solution.
person,
It's
proper person.
Surfshark.
None of
By
this
far the
fucking
world's best
bullshit,
VPN
fake shit.
that protects your identity
There's
and
no fake
secures your
person,
data.
Bob Marley. He was
The
not
great thing is
fake.
Surfshark is
He
actually
was
so
no
much more than a
bullshit like
VPN,
that
and you can
bloke
go to
there. He wasn't. He was a very good
surfshark.com/outspoken
man,
for an extra
Bob
4
Marley.
months of Surfshark to secure
I
your
know
data,
he was a
protect your
Christian
freedom,
man,
and
and he was
support
a very
Outspoken
nice man.
at the same time. Now look at this. Surfshark's
That's the
clean web
difference.
feature blocks ads, trackers, malware, and phishing
And he would
links so you can
never
browse safely without
say
being
something
spied on.
like that.
And it makes the experience so much easier and more
I know
pleasant
Bob Marley
too.
would never
Need to access
say
certain
something
apps or
like
websites
about
without
something like
VPN
Charlie.
interference, like your
Yeah,
banking app, for example.
he'd be
Well,
very angry
Surfshark's
about
bypasser
somebody
feature
doing that.
handles that with ease. And if your VPN connection ever drops, Surfshark's kill switch immediately disconnects your device from the internet, keeping your data safe.
because
at
regarding that,
all
Bob Marley
times.
was a
Plus,
proper
with dynamic
Rastafarian
logic,
man,
you can
proper
route your
Jamaican
connection through 2
Rastafarian
different
man. That
countries
man's just a
at once,
cheap imitation of it.
doubling your encryption
Don't know where
and
he
making
thinks he
tracking
gets that.
nearly impossible.
Do not.
This
I
also
mean,
means
don't
you
be a
can
cheap
freely
imitation
switch
of
beyond
Bob
your
Marley
favourite
and then
country
do
top
that.
shows with the click of a button. So you can be watching
I just don't like
effectively
that.
your favourite
I
TV
mean,
shows or sport from anywhere in the
Bob
world,
Marley's a
wherever
legend.
you are.
He ain't.
There are other benefits of Surfshark
Bob
too.
Marley
You
will
can
always
use
be a
it
legend.
on
His music
unlimited
will live on
devices, meaning
forever.
your entire household can stay safe with just one subscription.
He
And
was a
over
legend as a
3,200 services
Rastafarian
in over
man
100
and a
countries. There is
Jamaican
world
man, a
choice at
proper
your fingertips.
person.
And I know for lots of you this will be your first
And it
time using a
angers me
VPN, but
that
the great
someone
news is
can try and
that
imitate that.
Surfshark offers you
You don't how long
24/7
ago was
customer
Bob Marley
service. So go to
Do not imitate Bob Marley and do that.
surfshark.com/outspoken for an extra 4 months of Surfshark. And what's more, this is really important. Surfshark is so confident it's the best VPN in the world. Trust me, it is. I use it every single day. That you can give it a try for a full 30 days.
Oh,
If
no,
you're
they
not
do.
entirely
Yeah, it's
satisfied,
like trying
you
to
will
do
get
it to
your
two
money
packing
back.
things.
So
It's
go to
just
surfshark.com
don't.
/outspoken
You know,
or use the
just
code
don't.
outspoken at checkout to get 4
It's like
extra months of Surfshark
someone trying to
VPN.
imitate the
And
fucking
now,
Queen and
back to
say
the show.
something bad.
The guy's died, and
You
it's
know,
tragic.
I don't
but
care, mate. Are you laughing at the
views,
Queen when she
it's
died?
important that we don't lose sight of some
We're
of the
gonna laugh
views
at
that he
you when you
expressed because
die.
they were horrific. Gay people, I remember one clip I saw of him saying that literally reading the Bible, gay people should be stoned to death.
No, he didn't really say that.
Now, of course, that is bullshit. That is completely untrue.
Is that
He
crap?
never said that. And in fact, if you look in depth at his comments on this whole issue. He was the opposite of what Alistair Campbell was trying to suggest. So Campbell posts apologies for this. I have seen it on social media which does not have the full context.
Bob
And I've
Marley's
seen
never
others
bullshit.
making the
Bob
same
Marley's a
claim.
fucking
The
legend
full
in the
exchange
world.
shows that it was a debate about biblical
don't
interpretation, not a
like
call for the stoning of gay people. Kirk did have
that
views for which I
imitation
strongly
he did.
disagree, but this
That's
was not among
disgusting of
them.
him.
Note to self, especially amid
Shame
tragedy
on
and
him.
potentially deeply polarising events, be
Shame
extra
on
careful about
him.
social media mis and disinformation. But I'm
Shame
sorry,
on him.
Lauren, that is not good enough.
And
This
his
is
fake,
the number
stupid
one
dreadlocks, they're
purveyor
not
of
proper ones.
disinformation in the United
They're
Kingdom.
not.
He knew
He's
exactly
not a
what he
clean
was
man
doing.
with them.
He just
No,
thought he would get away
I
with
didn't
it,
look
like
like
he
a
got
nice
away
man with them
his
either.
illegal
Nothing
lies about
A
Iraq,
proper a
which
Rastafarian
led
person.
to
I know him
an
myself.
illegal war.
And
I
he's a
find
very
it
clean man,
astonishing
and
that
he's,
Alistair
you know,
Campbell
you want to see the way
is
he had his dreadlocks.
continued to be allowed
I mean,
this
the,
when the bloke
to
should
be honest,
be in jail.
even I was like,
I mean, Alistair
kind
Campbell knows
of,
all about disinformation.
he had them
And
done
yet
properly.
again, you know, people
He
are
didn't, I
trying
don't
to
think he had
be
nits in them, what you know, some of them
controversial
do, but
and
no. But
offensive
the
to
one
make
that the person on
themselves
my side,
relevant.
he had them done
And
properly.
it's
There was not
purely
fucking shite things
piggybacking
like he
off
had him.
the death of a father and a husband
Yeah.
who was assassinated.
And Damien
Alistair
Martin, when he had
Campbell
his
is a
dreadlocks,
repulsive
oh, they were
individual
fucking wicked
that
ones.
I have never
Damien
come
Martin,
across
when he had
anyone
them, oh, they were
that
wicked.
would follow him, listen to
they
him,
look
likes him, or respects
wicked.
him. It's
They didn't
grifty
look
what he's
like
done.
that.
He's old enough to know better than if you are going to go online and make
And
statements.
that's like putting Damien
You
Martin
double
down
check
and that as well.
them. And
I'm
he
not
would
having
know
it.
because he is,
Because I like Damien
some may
Martin, I
say,
like
very
Stephen Martin, I
keen
like
on
Bob Marley.
propaganda.
Yeah, indeed.
I listen to their music, I
He wasn't
cherish
the only
Bob
one on the
Marley's
left,
music.
though. There was an incredible moment where Constantine Kissin
He's,
completely
you know,
owned Lewis Goodall
I
on
think-
this issue. Before we
well,
get to that,
Tupac
though,
was
I just
my
want to show you
teen
the
legend.
type of
But
bile and vile that Lewis
the
Goodall has been
music
spreading about Charlie Kirk, and he's
of Bob
doing
Marley,
it
and
sort
that is
of
probably
under
the
the
legend,
cloak
this
of
music.
respectability, but he's
I'd
not
probably-
hiding what he is doing at all.
I'm going to put that in
Watch.
the category the same for my
All
it's
from
very hard
accounts,
category
MAGA
which one
accounts,
would
a
have
big
preferred.
following.
Bob Marley's
Lunatics.
music or
Liberals can never
Tupac.
be allowed to run this country
I'll go
again.
very hard
How do
one.
you coexist with
It's
people
going
who
to stay
want
with
to
Bob
argue
Marley.
these all
It's
separate
actually
things?
Bob
If you vote
Marley.
Democrat at this point, you're a demonic, evil person.
That'd
I
be
will
Bob
support
Marley.
whatever saves our country. Trump has
Bob
a blank
Marley
check
first.
as far as I'm concerned.
It would be
Another,
Bob
I
Marley,
want
yeah.
vengeance. I know it's wrong. I wish I was just a better person.
And then
I'm
it'd
just
be
not.
Tupac.
Even Charlie Kirk's own organisation, Turning Point, tweeted, "Look back in anger." There
And
are
I'm an
some
English
on the
white
radical
person,
right
but
in
what has
American
that got to
politics
do
at the
with that?
heart of the MAGA movement who are responding to this.
Well,
And I would
what-
put it like this: they're like arsonists complaining about the temperature of the building. They have added fuel to the fire, fuel to the
I am
fire,
not
fuel to the
racist
fire, and are
in
now
any
looking around
sort
and
of
finding
fucking way.
that the situation
Never
they're
will
in
be.
is hot.
Never
It needs
have
to
been.
cool down in every direction.
I mean,
But
I
I'm
have to
just
be honest, I've
saying,
never wanted
how
to see
dare
that
he
sweaty
do-
little mess
Yeah,
be
how
owned
dare
more than
people
right
imitate
now.
Bob
So
Marley like that.
luckily, Piers Morgan,
He should be ashamed of
Uncensored,
himself, that
or
bloke.
Constantine Kissin of the
They all ought to be
Trigonometry
ashamed, all of them, mate,
podcast
of
to do
themselves.
just that.
But I'm picking on him as well as the rest of him, because I'm not being funny.
I have to agree with Lewis. He is living in a different
Well, a
reality,
bully
one
was.
that has no connection
Well, you
to
are
actual
bullies.
reality.
Bugger off.
What's wrong?
What are you talking
what's
about?
incorrect about what I've
The
just said?
difference is Charlie wasn't a bully,
Somebody
mate.
saying fight
He wasn't
like
a
hell
bully.
in the context of a political
In the
campaign.
context of a
With
lie,
what I
where you try to
explained
overturn a
earlier,
democratic
Lewis, can I
election, that's the
speak now?
definition of
Are you
far-right
capable
behaviour.
of listening to an alternative point of view?
I'm
Do you have a
capable of
shout
listening
down?
to
Well,
nonsense.
shut up then. Shut up
Shut
and
the
listen if
fuck
you're
up, you
capable of it.
silly little bastard.
Now, you can't compare somebody saying fight like hell in the context of a political campaign with what I explained earlier, which is when you
What's the
call
political
people
campaign? The
Nazis.
campaign was over.
When you call
Shut
people a
up
Nazi, you
and
little
listen to an
bastard.
alternative opinion. Why is it that you people have a complete inability to listen to opinions that you don't like?
You
Why
little
can't you
fuck
just sit there and
you.
actually hear
And
what
that,
I'm saying?
what is that woman there? Is that a woman or a man?
You can't
You
my
just
God.
don't know
You
no
can't
more. I'm just sick
compare
of it.
somebody
No,
saying fight
no,
like
I'm
hell
sick
with
of this
somebody
bullshit.
explaining that the country is
Fuck
in
off,
imminent
all of
threat
them.
of a fascist takeover.
Go
because
away.
an imminent
All
threat of
fake,
a
aren't they?
fascist
Just
takeover
off. Apart
is
from
something
him
that
there.
would actually
The rest are just all
legitimize
fake.
you picking up a rifle
No,
and
mate.
heading to the front line. So when
It's
you
just
and
bullshit.
Jen and people like that call people you don't like far right, hard right, Nazis and fascists, you are creating an environment in which some
And then you allow
crazy
that
people, yes, of course
what
they're crazy,
to imitate
will
Bob Bob
feel that
Marley.
they're entitled to
What
use
the
violence
fuck?
to prevent the fake fascist
Oh,
takeover
do
you
not
keep banging on
imitate
about.
Bob
And
Marley like that.
there is no equivalence between
Who the
these
fuck's he
things.
think
I
he is,
disagree,
man?
by the way. You know, Cenk is entitled to criticize Charlie Kirk, and his positions on the show. That's absolutely fine. But when you label and smear people as fascists and Nazis, that is taking it to
I
an
mean, there were probably
entirely
people who
different
were
level.
dreadlocks before
And
Bob
that
Marley,
is
but
where
I
I hope there would be
only
some
know
self-reflection. But
back
I'm
as
not
far
seeing
as
any
Bob
on this panel
Marley.
tonight.
I
I'm
don't
afraid.
know. I only know like
Father Calvin
far
Wallace,
as back to Bob Marley.
there's been no
There probably was people before
self-reflection
Bob Marley, but
from the likes
I
of
only
Lewis
know like
Gould, who
the far back of Bob
are
Marley for
trying
that
to
kind of
smear
influence on.
a man who was politically assassinated,
I
who
wasn't
are
born before
trying
then,
to
so I don't know.
justify,
Yeah.
I believe,
And
political
I
violence
love Bob
against
Marley.
those of us on the
I
right.
mean, he was a
Yeah, because
legend
they're
of
complicit.
people.
Lewis Goodall and his
And that's
they
what
are
I mean.
complicit in the murder of Charlie Kirk.
He,
They are murderers
you know,
themselves because they are spreading this.
he wasn't a
They-
Charlie
when he
Kirk,
talks about
but
staying in
he
a
was
toxic
the
environment,
child.
he
He
and
was
people
another
like him are
child.
the
He
ones
was a
creating
different
it.
type of Charlie
Konstantin
Kirk.
Kissin and I don't
In a
very much
different
agree
era.
very much
In
on
a
this
different
point.
way.
When
In
you
a
keep
different
calling
way.
people far right,
Yeah.
extremists, fascists,
And
Nazis,
that
keep
person,
calling them those
he
words for
should
so
be
long,
ashamed of
people
himself.
start to believe it. And these
With the rest
crazies
of them.
will take the matter into their own hands and kill, because why would you not want to kill Hitler if he's stood in front of you, right? That's exactly what's being painted. And so we every single quote that Lewis read out on his show, I agree with. We can no longer allow liberals to be in power. We can no longer allow these people to govern our countries and the Western world because they are dangerous. They are evil.
They are evil.
And they need to be silenced. They need to be shut
They're
down.
the evil,
From the debate,
dangerous
we cannot
ones, not
engage
right.
with evil. We need to crush it. And
Yeah.
that means removing their platforms, removing
Yeah.
them.
No, I don't want him removed. Don't not. I don't.
Absolutely.
I have another
These people
person
cannot govern
that's
any longer.
Thank you so much for
a bit
watching
like a
Dan
Bob
Wilson
Marley.
Outspoken.
And he has
Please
dreadlocks
click
and
on
he's
my
nothing
face
like that
just
either.
to the bottom left to
No.
subscribe to this brand
To
new
me, that's
independent
just
news source
imitating
and turn
people
on
with
the
dreadlocks and
notification
things
bell
that are
so
all
you'll
like
be
that.
alerted to our brand new live
Shame on
shows,
him.
uncancelled interviews,
He's done that to
and
the people
special
that have
bonus
dreadlocks.
episodes.
That person.
Outspoken is also now available
Well,
as a podcast,
he needs
so
to
you can
take
listen to
that
the
with
show
him.
every
and
weekday
fucking
on the go,
get
wherever
to
you
go and not be saying things like that. Thank you from Caroline Poynton in Bury, Manchester.